The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
Good day, good people. Welcome to another purpose-filled episode of Lessons for the Journey, produced by Podcastic Studios and Your Inspired Journey, live every Friday at noon here on Podcastic Facebook. I am your host, Dr. Heather Hetheru, personal change coach, and joining me in the studio is my sister and motivational healer, Ma'at Sabah. Every episode, we explore and realign women's wellness, spiritual insights, healthy and growth-based spiritual maturity, and so that you can move differently in your next chapter life. If you are seeking clarity, healing, and empowerment, this podcast is for you. We challenge you to take what resonates with you. So everything may not be for you right now, but it doesn't mean it won't be for you soon. So we want to make sure that you take it with you and use it as you align for your serious intention on your next steps. And so we do want you to take action from the things that you learned today, even if that action is just journaling and putting a pen in for the moment. But we want you to take in what you can, and we want you to benefit from it. So what we do to get started is to pull our Ma'at memos every episode so that we can connect with our inner guidance. And by doing that, and by you listening to the question, it allows you to connect with us. And so I'm going to ask if Ma'at will pass the bag and if our engineer will cue our Ma'at flyer so that people can find out how to get their Ma'at memo card soon. All right, so I'm mixing it up, and I'm going to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna pass it over.
Get the first one.
Oh no, you got two.
You gotta answer both of them, buddy.
Go for it. Okay, so
Glad one dropped.
You had three.
I had three.
well, you are on a roll today.
Oh no.
You are on a roll today. All right, so I'll start. My question says, if you had to choose between watching your favorite show on television or praying, which would you choose and why?
Depends on the time of day.
I'm trying to think what kind of show would keep me from praying.
What kind of day? I mean, what type of day? Is it a Monday with Oprah? Is it a Tuesday with Winfrey?
I mean, so pretty much it's Saturday Night Live. That's pretty much the only show I watch.
So would you pray before?
Yeah, you need to pray before watching it often anyway.
And probably afterwards, too.
Right?
Hey, let me get this filth off me.
Okay, so if I had to choose between watching my favorite show on television or praying, which would I choose? Likely it would be praying, because if I'm praying, it's a greater reason for doing that, just for that entertainment. So the prayer would always supersede my favorite television show because I'm really limited in what that would be anyway.
Right.
And I pray all the time, so that would fit me perfectly.
Okay.
Miles.
Oh Lord. What is the greatest act of kindness that you have ever done for any other person?
Wow.
And why did you do it?
Ooh.
I bought my brother's studio. It was like $32,000 or $30,000, one or two. And I did it because he deserved it. That's,
Oh, blessing.
yeah, I don't know if I feel the same way now. Are you afraid to be alone? Not in a relationship. Yes. Why? Because I wouldn't want to die. My body just been sitting there for 12 days. I seen my friend. He died. He died on his stomach. And when they tried to pull him over, they had to be very careful how they pulled his face off his pillowcase.
Oh, wow. He had been there a long time.
He'd been there for a while. That's probably the grossest, worst thing I ever seen. He was two-faced, though.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
So we're going to go back to your card about praying for him.
I'm always messing up. I'm sorry.
You're on a roll today. Pass the
You guys
question.
should have heard us before we even got started.
Right.
You think this is something.
No, but his face was. They really had the
Right.
the coroner had to really. It was gross.
Understood.
I really hate to have to follow that. I do. And
Well, if you recover, it just means you're good at it. You know.
okay, so look. Mine says, has anyone ever broken your trust in him or her? If so, who was it and why? And have you ever broken anyone's trust in you
I'm sure she did.
and why? I was like, dang, why? Okay.
I know, right?
Right? Like so early in the game. You don't even know my name yet. Sheesh.
Say your name while you answer this question.
Okay, my name's Kelly. Okay. All right. Has anyone ever broken trust? Has anyone ever broken your trust in him or her? Of course, I'm alive. I'm human, and so is everybody that I deal with. So, of course. Who was it and why? Let's see. Let's count the many ways. It could be anybody for real. Starting with myself to myself and going into relationships, parents, business people, all of the things. And why? I don't know, because we human and people do stuff. Some of it intentional and some of it not, right? People break trust on purpose and by mistake. And so I would have to say that that is a thing that has happened to me and has happened to all y'all too. So. And then the second part is, have you ever broken anyone's trust in you and why? If I did, it was by accident, for real, for the most part. But I found, not on purpose. Just because life be life, and I said I was going to be there at 12 and I didn't get there till 2, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. It can be big or small, and I have, I'm sure. Somebody was counting on me to do something and I didn't show up for some reason. Yeah. Shame on me. Shame on me. But because we are all human and I am not alone, I'm not going to hold that in my pocket of burdens. No.
Yeah, I said the Lord Jesus, my Lord and Savior. You about to go to the hospital.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Rod.
So mine says, do you easily admit when you're wrong about something? If not, why not? Easily, if I know I did, then I do. If I don't know that I did it, then of course I can't until I found out that that I've done something egregious or made a mistake or whatever. Also, time might be an element. So let's say I did something to someone and I don't have the capacity for whatever the reason, don't see them again, can't reach them, to apologize. So, but for the most part, when I'm aware that I've done it, then I do, try and correct it, fix it, address it as soon as I'm aware of it. The other thing too is sometimes you could have done something to someone and they're feeling some kind of way, and I'm a firm believer that timing is everything. And sometimes you can't address the situation until the person is ready for it to be addressed.
Ooh, that's good.
So if let's say you cheated on somebody, and you cheated on somebody and you want to apologize, well, they're not trying to hear it. And they're not trying to hear it anytime soon, typically. So, so depending on what the situation is, depends on how you address it and when you address it. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
For sure. For sure. So if you are out there listening and you want to call in and comment, we want you to call us at 810-560-0658. And we have just used the memo cards. Miles, if you can cue those cards.
These are the me, myself, and I.
Oh, so me, myself, and I. So there are my memos. There are several types of cards. Here in the studio, we use one of two sets right now. We use the My memos and the Me, Myself, and I cards. So we just finished with the Me, Myself, and I cards. If you want to get yours, there's information on the flyer, and my will share her information at the end of the show so that you can connect and get more than just the memos. There are lots of products that are available to you. And so today, we welcome you to our Lessons for the Journey, and we have decided to make this topic a part 2. And the systems for human consciousness is our topic. And today we have a very special guest in our studio, and I just want to frame this subject matter so to catch everybody up as to what we are actually talking about. So this came out of a reflection. So there is an incredibly liberating insight, mostly silently understood. There is more than one right way to information, knowledge, wisdom, and our purpose. This revelation led me to this topic around systems of human consciousness. This resonated deeply with the discussion I had with our guest, Kelly Earth. And today we're going to engage her in conversation and discussion and really highlight this topic to give us all food for thought, things to think about, and to look at how this resonates with us in our daily lives. And so my hope is that you leave with a new lens of how you see these different systems and actually how you apply them in your life. So again, if you have comments and you want to share some thoughts with us, you can call us at 810-560-0658. And so I like to have Kelly Earth join us in the studio. And as we jump in this discussion, we're going to talk about some synergies and systems and what happens when we're walking in purpose. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about that and how energy is a part of this pull that we experience in our everyday lives. So, hi, Kelly. Welcome.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. So just a side thought. So when you hear systems for human consciousness, what comes to your mind? Anything in particular jump out to you?
So originally when I got the question, the systems of human consciousness, I was like, okay, what does that entail? Because, we have our mind, our body, our spirit, and all of that. But was it the system that you were talking about? Then I got it, that we were talking about astrology and numerology and human design and all of the things. And what brought that to me was that all of these systems require our physical being, right? All of them. Without your physical being, none of these systems actually matter for us in this plane, in this realm, in this dimension. And so it's taking the information from all of these different sources, the astrology, the numerology, the
chakras.
The chakras, yes. All of those things, because they speak to us through our body, our physical body. And so we really have to understand what they're saying and how to use the information in this suit that we have on. And so that's what I do. I help to incorporate the information through movement and presence. And so I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, you know-
have to stop me because I'm like, ugh.
Oh no! You know, when we were sitting last week and we were having this conversation, you know, in my office, I got the chakra system, I got the subtle energy bodies, I have frequency and vibration, I have all these posters on my wall, so it's real easy in the environment to be reminded. For me, you know, every day to be reminded that these are systems that are in operation. And so to have somebody of your expertise, and this is a part not of just your everyday life, but this is what you do in helping others. And so I think your perspective today is going to really anchor this conversation in this physical space. So I'm really excited to have you here. And so this is our question for just food for thought as our opening question. And for those of you who are listening out there, what are the main three either spiritual or physical human systems that you practice or increase in your awareness, that increase in your awareness in daily life? So, Ma, do you want to start? I always throw you under the bus first. Or no, I pitch the ball to you first. I don't throw you under the bus. Yeah, I'm pitching it to you first. So when you think about your daily life, like from the time you wake up in the morning, is there any particular systems that are active or at the forefront of your mind, like a really intentional?
Before I get up, or I wake up, but before I get up, the first thing I do is pray while I'm still laying there. If I have time, I'll do some meditation. And then throughout the day, you know, while I'm getting ready, I'll put some kind of video on my phone to watch, either something spiritual-based, metaphysic-based, financial-based, something, because you should learn something every single day. You should not let a day go by that you have not learned something.
For sure.
And so I will, you know, play that. So I'm listening to it, but I don't have to sit up there and watch the phone. So I typically will start off my day with something like that.
Okay. Kelly, how about you? What's your day look like when you started?
My day, so I think like most of us in this field, I will get up, I pray, I lay there. I try to do the meditation first thing in the morning, but it never works for me because my brain is already ready. It's already ready for the day. So with that, I'm up, I prayed, I'm up, and I am immediately going into some form of movement and breath work just to energize and wake up my body. And that's what I do immediately before I do anything else. And then after that, you know, I do go about my daily grooming regimen. And then after that, then I go into meditation after I've already set the schedule, the plan for my day. And then I go into meditation, and then it changes my plan for the day. And then I just go from there.
So do you get, when you're in meditation, do you get insights or downloads at that time, or do your insights and downloads come differently?
They come different. Sometimes they come like immediately in meditation, and sometimes they come prior, like when I'm in the shower. I don't know about y'all, but my shower, man, they got all the secrets, okay? They tell me everything. It's something about the water.
Right.
There's something about
another
the
important
water
system,
and
right.
the and just the presence of the personal care that just allows for a very high vibrating thought pattern to happen. So shower, meditation, and my car. Man, what? My car is my counselor. No.
Right.
Because, you know, when you're just driving and you're focused on something else, then that's when spirit can really talk to you about what it wants to talk to you. And so those are spaces that I get the most downloads, you know. And of course, when I'm sitting, I usually do nature walks and sit by the water a couple times a week for sure. Yep. And so those are my spaces. And when I'm training.
Do you feel, that's a great point. So do you So let me ask this. Do you see yourself as an empath? And if you do, how does that translate into the people who you work with? Or is there some other connecting point that happens?
I think I have empathic abilities, but I don't think I'm an empath per se. Right? There's something else. I can't even explain it for sure.
Okay.
But there's just a knowing that comes in certain interactions with certain people, right?
Yeah.
And then I know whether to push you more or to lay off based on the knowing, the feeling, right? Because everybody needs something different.
Right.
When you go to a trainer or coach of any kind, then there's something in there that they know whether it's time to push you into the next level or to let you coast there on your own, right? And so I have whatever that is. I have that, and I'm able to pick it up.
Do you
Right.
think that's in the subtle energy body? Do you think that's where that energetic connection or insight comes? Do you feel it? I mean, it's
I
something that
can feel it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can definitely feel it. I can definitely feel it. And when I don't know, do y'all work out?
Sure.
I mean, work out.
No.
And what does that mean when I
Right.
say do you work out? What
Right.
do you hear me asking?
Do you do physical exertion? Like,
Intentionally and
yeah,
consistently.
like
Okay.
weights or walking or swimming or that.
Any of those things. Okay. And we all do and don't.
I'm gonna say I'm not consistent and
Okay.
routine.
That part.
Okay. But when you are, so when you're in the moment of intense movement, right? You swimming, you're dancing,
Oh yeah, those two.
you're walking. There's a feeling that comes with that, a clarity when you're really in the zone.
Yes, for
Right?
sure.
And you can pick this up even if you're not working out. Like if you're an artist or a musician or a computer person or whatever you are, when you're in it, when you're really in that moment, there's a clarity that comes with it. And then that clarity is an energy, right? And I can see in that energy. Right, I can see whether, they ready for this next thing, and then you push. And then I can also see where there's a block, where there's a wall that you need to push through or one you need to chill on at this moment, right? So, and I would think that's in an energy body because it shows up as, it doesn't show up as colors or anything like that, but like I don't know. I can't explain how it shows up, but it does.
Do you find, I mean, in the world of trainers, do you find that it's a common thing, or is it people who are more sensitively driven by energy and can really tell, or is it a sight thing or a knowledge thing based on this is what I do for a living? I know that this person is at this level.
Well, it depends, right? You're gonna get some trainers that have the gift. Right? But you're going to get some trainers that just train people because that's what they do. Like, I know how to tell a person to do push-ups or I know these exercises and things like that. And when they do, they're going to help you get to a certain place physically. But when you get with a person who is in alignment with their truth and who they are and their energy, and they can understand, they can help you with a life transformation, not just a physical transformation, because the physical transformation will not hold if the life does not adjust.
Oh, that's
Right?
good.
It will not hold. Right? That's why you have people going up and down and up and down and up and down, because the system, the lifestyle, and the energy that needs to shift in the nervous system doesn't get shifted.
That really,
Right.
that makes a lot of sense.
right?
So
And
that's how people get stuck.
you
or
get
they
stuck.
or they get off of their regimen and they don't get back on.
It's exactly it. It's like anything, and it's the neuroscience parts of it too, right? You have these neural pathways, and that you have a system that you've been flowing in for a decade, 2, 3, whatever. You have this system that you've been flowing in, and you've been flowing in that system for a very long time, right? But now you over here like, oh yeah, I want to change the system, but you have this whole canal that has been crafted for years, and now you're trying to turn the other way, right? So it's really hard for the flow to turn. So you have to do it repeatedly, and you have to make your body, your energy body, your nervous system, and everything accepting to the change, so that it happens in the brain, and now it's just a new flow, right? Because otherwise you're always fighting against what you've always done. That's what you want to do, something different. You can't do what you've already done. You got to do something different. But you have to do that thing so many times that it creates the divot so that you can move in the other space, right? And so that's just a way to think about it, right? And
That makes
something
sense.
even simpler is when you're stretching elastic, right? If you stretch it long enough, it won't bounce back, right? But if you stretch it a little bit, you let it go, it's gonna snap right back. That's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, it snap right back. But if you keep going long enough, it doesn't have any elasticity in it anymore, and so it won't go back, never to where it began.
And so with your, okay, now let me back up because I'm about to get all into the system. So tell us a little bit about you. How did you get into this line of your gifts?
I don't know.
There is an origin. There is a Kelly Earth origin.
There
Where's
is
the
a
Kelly Earth origin?
Okay, there is a Kelly Earth origin. But how I got into this, I can't explain it outside of what I was raised in. Didn't make sense to me, right? So I don't know about anybody else, but I was brought up in the Church of God in Christ, okay? No. Right? Every Sunday, every Friday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, something. Just, I don't know, it never resonated. I think I left that church space when I was old enough to drive, 15 or 16. I was like, it just didn't. I saw too much going on at the church with the people, and I was listening and I was reading, and none of the stuff matched. And so I guess that just carried me in a direction of trying to get understanding of different things. And then astrology came up, and it was like, because my mom was like, oh, astrology, that's of the devil and all of that stuff, church people. And so, but some of that stuff made sense, right? And then one thing led to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, and then now you have like all of these systems, like astrology, and then the numerology, like I'm a Capricorn, right? Sun, Capricorn sun. Aquarius moon, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you my rising because it's too much information. But yeah, number 5, human design. I forgot what I was, but it was Arizona, Sedona. They turned all my stuff on at one time.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it was. Thank you for that. I forgot.
That's awesome, right?
It was Sedona that turned on all of that stuff at the same time, like sensations,
Were you at a retreat? Were you visiting?
No.
What happened? How'd you end up there?
Oh, I was working with some clients, and we wanted to do something adventurous, right? So we did a little trip to Sedona. There's a bunch of stuff to that. Like, I went to Phoenix for a retreat, spent the day in Sedona, and then I went back. I came to work, and they was like, "You gotta go to Phoenix again," right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. You have to go to Phoenix again. And so like in a month, I've been to Phoenix like 3 times. And then we went to Sedona. And then when I got back, I was like, we gotta go. So I took my people back to Sedona. And then, yeah, that's where all of my stuff just turned on at once. Is this better? Oh, okay. Yeah, all of my stuff turned on at one time.
Wow. What was that like? What was that
Crazy.
sensation?
It was so intense, I thought something was wrong with me. Like my head was hurting, my shoulder was burning, like literally, cause then we, yeah, this is so funny. Like when things were getting ready to happen that were significant from our group, I would get this thing on this whole side of my arm. I was like, oh, I don't know what's about to happen.
What arm
but
is
something
that?
was about to happen.
That's your
It's
left
my
arm?
left arm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's sexy feminine.
I
Got
was
it.
like, something's getting ready to happen, and every time the sensation popped up, something did. Now, it's since changed, so now I feel like, I get like really cold on the inside. Really cold, like I feel hot, but cold on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You, anybody?
Yeah, like it's like a wind, like a, for me, when I feel that, experience that cold, it's like the wind, the cool wind is blowing on the inside, and it's literally on the inside, like it's a chill.
chilling.
Mhm.
It's chilling, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you sitting all tight. No.
Mhm. Right, right.
Trying not to be tight. It's like, can anybody else see this?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped wondering if other people were seeing that. I realized this is me.
Yeah.
It took me a while to do that though.
Yeah, I'm like, do I look uncomfortable? You know, because I feel uncomfortable. Do I look uncomfortable? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, I know I've not been to Sedona.
Oh my
No,
God.
I've not been to
We must
Sedona.
go.
So we'll have to go.
Right,
Yeah,
I know.
For
This
sure.
year.
We must.
Right, I
I
know
don't
you've
know.
been several times, haven't you?
No, I've only been once.
I thought you went more than one. Is that God is the one that's been going? Goddess and
I
Sheila.
know, no, Sheila went with me.
I thought you guys had been more than once. Oh, okay.
You know,
Well,
I've been planning to go, but, you know, life starts life, and so,
Yeah.
but that should be a 2026 trip.
It should.
sounds like it. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really should be. I don't know how it is now. You know, because when I was there, they were like, you know,
I heard it's very commercial.
commercial. Yeah, people are coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So.
the part that I'm not looking forward to, so maybe we have to find someone who's in a certain circle
Mhm.
to see where to go and where to stay. Cause
Yeah.
it was commercialized when we were there, and I could see that they were trying to do even more.
Mhm.
And I think they're charging for things that had never been charged for before, like the different vortexes.
Oh, I think.
I heard that, I don't know if it's
Okay.
true or not,
Yeah.
so, but,
That's so funny. I was driving down the street looking for twisted trees. Because that's
you
the
don't
whole
see
thing.
them all over the
But
place,
we
though.
have-
You don't see them
We do have
like
a few here.
everywhere. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a couple that I've noticed. Matter of fact, I have one on my phone. I'll show you guys when we get done. It's 2 trees right next to each other, but they wound together and merged, and it, honest to God, looks like they're married.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I took a picture of it,
Mhm.
and I think I took a picture of all the sides, and this was at Lower Huron,
Mhm.
and it's an energy from the tree
Mhm.
that it's just something about it. I mean, you know, it might not grab other people's attention, but I went with my granddaughter. We were just amazed. I'm like, wow, this is really deep.
My neighbors have a red Japanese maple, and it
One of
looks
those.
like two people. It looks like two people intertwined in a sexual position. That's a lovely trait. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
pass on that one.
Yeah. I mean, but I am a tree person, so that tree energy really works really strongly with me too. So thank you for sharing that. I mean, that's incredible.
I wanted to ask something you said about people living their truth. And how does that coincide with them being physical or exercising or that type of thing? Because I'm trying to remember everything you said, but that stuck out to me when you said about people living their truth.
And so for understanding of your question, you're asking me how does the physical fitness aspect work with that?
I think so, because I'm trying to remember everything you said. But that when you said people living their truth or honoring their truth, I was trying to think, I'm like, so where is that connection? Because everything is connected. The whole spirit, mind, body is connected. So if you're not living your truth, then you're living a lie. And what is that connection with physicality? You could be working out and not living your truth, and you can be living your truth and not working out. So is there like I'm not sure what I'm asking, but
Okay, let me take a stab at it. So, living your truth is it's a whole package, right? It's your whole package. It is what you think, it's what you say, what you do, where you go, and who you do it with, right? So, how that ties into your physical being is on multiple levels. One is you can only do as much as your body will allow, right? So if you have this grand soul project and your body is weak and frail, there's only so much you can do. You cannot fulfill your soul's work with a weak body. It's not a possibility. So if your spirit goal or assignment is huge and your body is weak, that's a mismatch, a misalignment. And one thing is going to suffer for it. And both things are going to suffer for it. Your body's going to suffer and your assignment is going to suffer. You just can't perform the way you would be able to perform with a strong body. So just like our spirit work is like our responsibility when we're being connected to divine, that's core, right? But being here on this plane, in this dimension, in this reality, is secondary because you need a body to perform on this plane, right? Now you can move, we all know energies and spirits and stuff. They can do what they do, but this body gives us the authority in this space. Right.
Thank you. We have a couple of comments on and we got a call in. Okay. Hello, caller.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes,
Thank you for calling.
that's cool.
All right, so, so tell us about how does one become a fitness coach? I mean, I know it's more than that, and if I'm butchering what the title is, please enlighten us on what your title is, not just what the title is. How do you entitle what you, or embody what you do? Is it a coach? Is it a trainer? Is there language that goes along with it?
So we've been playing with all of these different word systems to describe what I do. And I haven't locked in on one, shame on me, but if I were to call myself something, I would, just a transformation agent is what I would consider myself. Thank you for asking, because like, there's like, I went someplace and they was like, you the exercise girl. I was like, no, I am not. No, right. like how dare you? Like, no, there are so many exercise girls out here in the world, and I kudos. I think it's wonderful because everybody needs what they need, and there's a voice that is particular for every soul. So, I love that for them. But that's not the lane that I ride. That's not the lane that I hold. I help people transform their lives, their beings. And I use fitness as a modality to break patterns and to build patterns, right? So, what did you ask me? How did I become? Or how does one become?
No, how did you become?
How did I become?
Yes.
So I became a fitness coach, a transformation agent, just me sharing my gift of perspective and growth by accident. No, not on purpose, but it wasn't my intention by any means, because I promise you, I was supposed to be like top 20 in the corporate world. I started working downtown Detroit when I was 15 with my suit and my Coach briefcase. You couldn't tell me nothing. No, right. So that was my trajectory. I got married early, and I had my daughter, and then, you get married when you're 20, by 25, you're like, what on earth is going on here, right? So that began my walk into this space, right? So I was trying to figure out how to take care of this baby, how to be a wife, how I'm not working, no, doing what I do, what I thought I was going to do, and being here, and my body not being the way it was supposed to be in my eyes, right? So I had to relearn myself from this position, from this space, right? And what that started with me was walking. I just started walking every day. And then I would go to the little park and we had a little pull-up machine. And I was like, I would jump up there and try to do it. And then I would do that every day. And I found myself at Adam Butzel Recreation Center, right? I just walked in there and there were some police officers and firefighters that trained in that facility when I was there. So, I'm cute. I was married though, but I'm still cute. So they picked me up and then they kind of just took me under the wing, and so I wasn't training like a girl, I was training like a police officer and a firefighter, which brought my body into an amazing condition, right? And I was very consistent with that, and in that space, I was relearning myself and who I wanted to be in that moment, right? And from there, this gentleman had been watching me, and he just walked up to me one day, he was like, "Hey, will you train my wife?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Listen, she is, we've been married for this amount of time, we got this many kids, and she's unhappy. If we don't get her together, she's gonna take the kids and she's gonna leave me, right? And I'm just trying to help as much as I can, and I think you could do something with her." And I'm like, "Dan, how you say no when somebody bring you their life like that?" So I was like, okay, let's see. But then she came in and she wasn't able to do the things because she was pretty heavy and not in good condition, physically. And we started walking and talking through like life, And then what I realized is that she was me. And she was me. I understood what she was saying. I understood how she felt. Though our circumstances were different, the underlying space of not being familiar with this person that life has made you, right? Looking in the mirror and not seeing yourself, or in this routine that you never planned for yourself. It just kind of took you over and you never grabbed it as your own, right? So I could recognize where she was, and we just talked through it and walked through it until we could do sit-to-stands, and then we can do some jumping jacks, until we can do all of the different things. And while we were doing that, some other ladies were like, "What you doing?" We want to do that. So it turned into a small group, and then that turned into a whole program for seniors, right? They lost their person and I was there, and we were doing it anyway. So that turned into a whole thing. And then from there, I was like, well, I guess I need to learn and try to figure out what I'm doing here. So, I studied and I did the certifications and took all the classes and all the things. And, you don't have to take classes to be a trainer, but there are some knowledge bases that make you extremely efficient, right? So I had that knowledge, but what I learned and what was so helpful for me is that the weight that you carry is the emotion and the spiritual misalignment, right? It's the secrets that you don't tell. It's the fear that you had. It's the anger that you never let go. It's all of those different things that set in your body. Because this body, it holds our whole story. It's been with us. It's with you. It grows with you, and it keeps everything unless you release it, right? And most people don't. They just hold it and then they eat cake. But you're not eating cake because the cake is so amazing. And sometimes it is, but that's not it. It's something that needs to be fed in there. And then until you deal with that need, it's out of control, right? But once you grab it, and you start pushing, you know, that chest press is not a chest press, it's getting stuff off of you. Right? That stuff that's been holding heavy on your heart. If you set the intention to move it, you can move it, and then you realize that you can deal with heavier and heavier things. And that makes you much lighter and gives you room and space to think, to feel, to be. That's what I do. And that's how it's different than just the standard. We're gonna do 50 squats, we're gonna do burpees, and we're gonna do all of that. Yeah, we're gonna do all of that. But also, we're doing it for the purpose of reshaping how you think, how you feel, and your understanding of what that is. And how to move through by your own self. Like taking the power, the reins, the command of your own body, telling it what it can do, instead of allowing it to dictate to you.
That is incredible. That is, and so before I start crying, can you lift up your book?
Oh.
I made sure that I had a copy of her book, and if you can pull up the flyer for the book club. Kelly is going to be joining us for our monthly book club. She is our featured author this month in our Lessons for the Journey book club on next Wednesday, the third Wednesday of every month. And so tell us a little bit about the book so the people who need that book can start this process that you just outlined for us.
Oh my God. So this book is a manifestation of a promise kept, right? So I have clients that go on vacation and they need something to hold themselves accountable. And then I noticed that people were just having a hard time getting started, right? Just getting started. And that's the hardest thing of anything. Once you've made the decision, just having a system in place that helps you keep your decision in the forefront of your mind. And that's what this book is, right? It has exercise suggestions, it has meals in here, it has journaling cues, it has spaces for your day. Because like I told you earlier, like I sit down in the morning, the first thing I do is try to plan out my day. And then, meditation comes and then I have to rearrange some things. But it's always amazing to have such a great start. Let me see, we got so day one is mindset and movement, right? So you start the day with the affirmations, you write them down, and then we do things to make the affirmation true throughout the day. And you come back at the end and we make additional notes, right? So it says that there's a system in place to keep you committed to your own commitment, right? You do something over and over again, it sticks.
So thank you. And so, of course, this information will be in my monthly newsletter. The information, again, is being featured at our book club, our Lessons for the Journey book club. And Kelly also writes an amazing article for that newsletter. So not just this way, but there are lots of ways that you can connect and tap into this level of human systems. You really stirred a lot in your sharing about, that was one of my blocks around a fitness trainer because of what I have seen. It's not on the line of what I do or how I be. And so for you to share this perspective gives it a new meaning, a new lens, which I'm glad that you started off saying that that's what it does. And so for people who are looking to elevate, to match the energy or align that energy with the vision, and I had not thought of it that way, so I'm really excited that you even paired those two together to help expand me and my thinking of how my body and my vision need to be aligned, because we're working on this financial space. So there's a financial part of it, but it's also connected to my physical part is also connected to my spiritual part, right? And so seeing all of these pieces come together at this time in this season is amazing.
Yeah, because there's no part that's not touched by another.
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely none.
Right.
And
Right.
you don't have to be all the way there for alignment to happen. You don't have to be like perfect for there to be alignment. You have to be in the process for there to be alignment.
And it does, and
You know what I mean?
in some spaces it does need to resonate with you though.
Yeah.
Like what you're sharing resonates with me.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks to my soul, it speaks to my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make me feel like defeated or make me feel bad about where I am. It engages me in where I am so that I can elevate and I can take in new information. I can't wait till Wednesday. Because I said I was gonna wait until Wednesday to start my instruction because I didn't want to write my book. So I just been taking some notes along the way. But the way that you shared it today is super enlightening.
I'm so glad.
Ma, did you want to share something?
I mean, I'm just processing some of the things that she said. When you talked about chest
Yeah, chest press.
and I started thinking about, like in my line of work, I associate the body part and whether it's on the right side or the left side, this is what the spiritual issue is.
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking about back pain, any type of back issue would represent to me that you're carrying too much. You're carrying extra weight on your back, which has you either bent over or your back is weak or some kind of spinal issues or whatever. And the same thing with the legs or the feet, refusing fear to move forward would be maybe your fears, and your knees would be bending, you're not willing to give or bend, that type of thing. So when I look at it from the physical point of view in terms of working out, I didn't make that connection. So now that's like another piece to the puzzle, which, when you ask us, did we work out? And I said, sure. I work them out in my mind every day. But, it gives me a little bit more incentive. It's not like I don't have incentive to do it anyway, but it really makes me look at it from a different lens now than I was looking at it before. And when Calvin was talking about the calling, and I think when a person has a calling or a mission in their life, they think that they're gonna live forever and they're gonna have the energy and like your body's gonna last through it. And that sounds good, but that's not the case. So you have to create that balance between doing your calling or your mission, because you have to have your body to do it.
Right.
So if you don't take care of your body, you're not going to complete your mission or your calling fully to the degree that you could or should if you would take care of your vessel. It's your car, so how are you going to drive your car from here to California and you're not taking care of it?
Right. You don't have no gas.
No.
Wow. So we are actually wrapping up. I cannot believe the time has gone so fast. Yes, isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know, right? I want to make sure we get a couple things in before we go. Kelly, can you please share with our viewers and our listeners how they can reach you?
Okay, so I am on all things. I'm on all the things. On what are the things?
Facebook.
Thank
Instagram.
you. Man, my brain was just like the things. Okay, so on Facebook, I'm High Frequency Training Systems. On Instagram, it's HF Training Systems.
YouTube.
Yes. High Frequency. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Google Kelly Earth.
Yeah.
Google
so
Kelly
sorry.
Earth.
Yes. Yep. You can Google me. I'm actually in there. I'm out there.
Right. And
I'm in
your
there a
book?
little bit. Yep. And the book is on Amazon. It's on Amazon, but if you come to If you come to the book club, I'll have some there, and you can get them at the book club rates. Right?
Awesome.
But yeah, they are on. It's on Amazon. You can order it at any time. It'll come right to your house. But if you come to the book club, I'll sign it for you, and we'll have an experience around it. And also, that there's a 12-day accelerator program that you can tap into on an online version. And when you connect, we can get you all signed up for that.
Awesome. And my aunt, can you tell the good people how they can reach you?
Absolutely. So everything is Relationship First Aid. So the website is relationshipfirstaid.com. Facebook, Relationship First Aid. Instagram, Relationship First Aid.
I gotta do better.
And the email is relationshipfirstaid@yahoo.
Nice.
I kept it simple.
I gotta
Right.
do better.
So also, if you are looking for your water products and some healthy choices for this new journey, or not necessarily new journey, but this journey that we're on, you can also visit the water station, not the water station. And you could also tap in Water Station Detroit on Facebook, so you can find it there too. I want to share that the second Sunday of every month is my Navigating Men. So if you are in the space of asking the question, where are all the good men? If you are in the space of connecting with the man for you, this is a great opportunity to spend an hour with me in this conversation and dialogue and getting some insights and some downloads that have been given to me. And these are tools that work. And so I've helped hundreds of women connect with their mates, rethink some of the direction that they're going, so they can actually rethink why they keep attracting the same type of experiences. And also looking at the good men are being raised by the women who are looking for good men. And so just a reminder that we're part of that process too. And so again, that's Navigating Men every Sunday. You can get the information from my website. You can also call in to me. My phone number is 313-759-7855. Again, that's 313-759-7855. If you can't find me anywhere else, you can Google me. I am available because this is the work that we are doing, and I'm excited to do it and be in support of your journey. Lastly, I want to thank our engineer/producer, and Miles Dixon for working with us this afternoon and making sure that we are able to be here to share this information with you. I thank my sisters for being in the studio with me. I thank my sister, my aunt, and my sister Kelly for being here with me today. I am so excited to be in good company. And for you out there that is listening, I know that today, the Systems of Human Consciousness Part 2 was something that you needed to hear. And more importantly, how can you apply it? There are lots of ways that you can apply the different things that we've talked about. And we are moving into a Part 3 for next week because we have another special guest, Sutin Aten, who is our astrologer, numerology, and all together metaphysician. So he's going to be joining us next Friday. And so we're looking forward to continuing this conversation, always looking for a different lens. And we thank you again for being here. And I ask you to stay clear. Take good care. I am running. I got 15 minutes to get. Oh, I need to get the show. I got 15 minutes to get to a class. I got a session at 1:30.
Thanks for logging in. Hey, mommy. Love you.
All right. So turn on your AirDrop so we can get our.
This is a running kind of day. I got so many.
You too.
I've got to go all the way to